I'm Kimberly Meredith. I'm a medical intuitive, trance medium, and psychic surgeon. I scan them through my eyes. My left eye blinks yes, which means everything is great in their body. And my right eye will blink negative, meaning that something is trapped in their body. It means that it needs to be released out, or they've had something happen to them already. They've had a surgery or they have cancer. Sometimes they don't even know they've had it. I'm faster than an MRI machine, a CAT scan. I find tumors, cancer all over. I have 24, maybe to 45 different codes through my eyes and hands. This is remarkable because it is taking you into a higher dimension, which is called the fifth dimension, the miraculous healing of the fifth dimension.
A miracle happened.
I'm healed now.
The energy just took over my body.
I was like in the heaven.
The sharp pains I was experiencing was completely gone.
She's pure love.
I actually feel light.
It's through Kimberly that God works.
She never had any prior information about my health history, and she located every area, identified that my primary issue is that I have multiple myeloma, which is a cancer of the plasma cell, so blood and bone cancer. She found it everywhere she looked. She also found some of my other health history issues without me telling her, including some other surgeries, a ruptured appendix. When I was a child, traumatic hearing loss in my ear connected to something that occurred in the back of my head. So I'm incredibly blown away that Kimberly can see these things, but I believe in her role as a conduit. I can feel it. I felt it.
Found a lump on myself, and I first went to her and I didn't tell her. So she did a scan on me and she went right to the lump in my left breast. It had a mammogram and an ultrasound, and it had all the characteristics of cancer. I then had a biopsy and was diagnosed with stage 1 cancer. So Kimberly found it first, was able to catch it early because of that and get a healing.
Very weak. I had been undergoing chemo and had surgery, and my spirit was just crushed. I'm a Christian and I've gone to prayers and know about healing, but I raised my hands. I just felt God's healing power, and I knew at that moment that I was healed and I've been delivered. She recognized or was directed to my left breast, which is the side that I had triple negative breast cancer, and I've undergone treatment and surgery over the years, and thanks to her, I just feel as though I'm cancer-free, and I've had scans, and the scans have proven that the cancer is gone.
Crazy amount of tension that I had in my abdomen, which I wasn't even really that aware of until she started to do a psychic surgery on it. And afterward, it was like, I could breathe again. It felt so good. I could literally feel energy going out of my body, down my legs, and out through my feet. And just felt so good.
But I have a lot of things in my body, like it's true, which I have in different places, and she knew every single thing. She knew where I have it. She knew I have it here. She knew I have it on the breast. She knew I have it on the bones. She knew I have it on the lungs. She knew everything.
This woman has amazing healing energy. I did a Skype with her. The vertigo and this balance problem that I was having every morning in my head is gone. She worked on my thyroid today. My neck feels lighter. I don't feel this tightness in my neck and the lumps in my neck. She does God's work, and she is absolutely amazing.
She detected all the places where there was blockages or disharmony, including my throat, thyroid, uterus, circulation in the lower legs, spot on with every one. And then Kimberly put her hands on my neck, which was really tight and in pain, and did some healing magic And now my neck feels really light and really smooth, and I just feel like I'm swimming, and usually I feel a kind of heaviness in the back of my head.
And she found not only the issues that I have right now after this surgery, but she's talking about the issues that I had from another surgery from a year ago. And she was aware that things have been moved in my, I mean, she had no idea I had had the surgery. So, but she knew that things had been moved around in my body, and I was amazed at the accurate. They were so accurate. It just felt wonderful. I mean, I thought it might hurt, but it didn't hurt. The surgery that she performed, I was just breathing, and everything just flowed. It felt like such a gift and amazing surprise, because this is the first time I ever saw her.
My daughter is Miranda. Miranda's 4 years old. She just turned 5. And since she was born, she had gastrointestinal problems. She would wake up 2 to 3 times a night in pain, crying that her tummy hurt. She had been seeing a specialist for a few years, but she had taken about a dozen or so different types of medications, and nothing had helped until one day one of my coworkers told me about Kimberly. Through Kimberly's surgical hands-on surgery, God healed my daughter, and now she's doing wonderful. She's eating, she's a happy child, and I'm just very glad I came.
When Kimberly did her scan, she scanned my body. She found every single little thing that was going on, from major to minor. And then when I went up on stage, she did the healing. You could feel the energy moving through you, the spirit flowing through you, and just taking out everything that was there. For 15 years, this knee has been killing me since I had so many surgeries. It's getting progressively worse to the point where I'm walking out of here with 2 out of 10. It doesn't even feel like it's there anymore.
And I have ovarian cancer. I've been dealing with it for 5 years. And when I saw Kimberly, I had been on medicine, just chemo medicine, for just 3 days. And when they ran the lab work, the doctor was amazed to find that my numbers had literally dropped 4,000 points after seeing Kimberly. And this is definitely through Kimberly and the Holy Spirit that I have come to be that much healthier.
There's a lot of emotions that came out. Whatever she was doing, at some point I really started crying. So it was very cathartic in nature and healing in nature. I've worked on this a long time, but I was still holding grudges against some of the people that have hurt me in my life. I was able to release a lot of them as she was directing me to. And that was very healing. It felt lighter, just letting go of some of that anger, resentment, hurt. It was very healing to just let it go.
We got a call from an oncologist that was notified by the hospital that Terry had stage 4 lymphoma. We were looking for alternative means to heal it on the public event. And Kimberly said she was going to pick the worst people in the room, and the first person she picked was Terry.
And she gave me a healing. I lay on the table and I could feel, as she was working with me, there was a lump around my groin area, and I could feel it just go and disappear and get really small. And right then she said, "There goes your cancer."
She worked on her publicly, and Terry seemed a lot better after her experience with Kimberly. So we scheduled 2 more sessions. Terry did not need any more transfusions.
Felt that I had received a tremendous healing. My pain went away, subsided, but it was the energy in the room was so powerful. You could feel the energy in my body on the inside was quaking with power and love and healing.
She doesn't know anything about me, but she found my stent in my neck where I had a blockage a couple years ago, and the dark energy that's been around that inflammation, and down my left side where I've had a lack of circulation for years, and she found problems in my stomach, which I've been carrying for a long time. I didn't even know about that.
I've had cancer in my left breast twice,
And she found the residual of that. And also then she also found, when she did the body scanning, she found something in my right breast. And the part that is so stunning and miraculous is that it's all gone. And in my left breast there were lots of lumps. Those have been removed. And it's just remarkable what healing can take place. You know, once you tune into spirit in her presence that she brings about.
My lower back already has no pain, and I have not had my lower back feel like this in a long, long time. I have a herniated disc, and right now I'm standing here, and it's amazing that it's not bothering me. She worked with my knee, and walking up the stairs just now, my knee wasn't killing me, which it normally is, and my lower back feels amazing. And yeah, she definitely miraculously healed me. Yeah, my pain in my lower back has been so bad for so long. And afterwards I sat there and I kept saying to my friend, I really can't feel it. And I mean, it's been a constant pain.
Yeah.
And pretty severe pain for a long time, and I can't feel it right now.
I had a tumor in my right breast that had been there about 20 years, and it's been benign, but nonetheless, it doesn't need to be in my body. And Kimberly removed the tumor within 3 minutes of a hands-on treatment. Interestingly, I had an appointment with the doctor a few days later. That was about 5 or 6 days after the healing. So sure enough, she couldn't find it, and she was puzzled, and she told me that it wasn't there anymore, and I told her why, and then she printed a couple ultrasounds to show me, and I was able to keep one of where it used to be in the photo. So that was amazing, and I knew it was gone. I had felt it before and after the healing, and I look forward to more and more.
She did a body scan, and she started with my head, and she said, "There's something with your head. What's wrong with your head?" And I said, "There's nothing that I'm aware of. I had a concussion from a car accident, but that was a year ago." I had a sinus infection I'd forgotten about. While I was flying back from Christmas, it had traveled up into my eustachian tubes from the pressure on the plane. I had just gotten so used to it, I didn't think of it as a problem any longer, and it went away after she did the healing.
I've been dealing with chronic stage 3 breast cancer for 12 years. And I was making very good progress following the protocol Kimberly recommends that was actually recommended by someone else. So people that know what they're doing know what they're doing. And I had about 11% of the tumors still, little tumors under where my breast used to be and in my lymph. And I saw Kimberly, and she removed it painlessly. And all my test results are coming back normal.
God just kept kind of having me move them, and they would just start dissolving. And more and more women would be like, "It's gone." And it was through us praying together and coming and releasing, and they would go out and do a testimonial and come back and tell their doctor. Doctor would be like, it's gone. But with people coming up like she just did is amazing, you know, and then going out and we spreading the word that we have this alternative. I think that we can make a better world for all of us, and the protocols and getting the word out that there are better things to take and eat and drink, and this is how we can live and not die young. So amen for that.